Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. Welcome to a new week of school. This week, we're really going to kind of be wrapping up our time in U.S. history because we're right about at the end of the school year. Just to let you know, in eighth grade, you kind of get the first half of U.S. history, starting from the American Revolution, and it's supposed to go up to Reconstruction. But what we've been learning since the past few weeks is actually a little bit of a preview of what you're going to be learning later, to kind of really fill in the gaps, because sometimes there's like this middle gap between like high school US history and eighth grade US history that gets ignored. So I've been really trying to focus on that in between period. And today we're going to look at kind of tracing our evolution of racism and racial structures in the United States to get to the beginning of the Civil Rights Movement. You've probably heard of the Civil Rights Movement before in the 1950s through the 1960s with people like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, and lots of these big important leaders and people really doing protests, sit-ins, marches, things of various different natures to really stand up for their rights and equality. But what we're going to be looking at is how and why did the civil rights movement happen when it did. We saw that at the end of the Reconstruction era, we get the Jim Crow South, where white supremacy wins, reestablishes itself, and essentially recreates slavery. And this continues for almost 100 years until the civil rights movement, when people really decide to stand up, fight back, and say, no, enough is enough. We're not going to take this anymore, and we're going to stand up for our rights and fight for a change. But why did it happen in the 1950s? So we're going to look at two major events that really led to this. The first being World War II and the influences of World War II. And then the other one is the murder of a teenager named Emmett Till that really shocked people and motivated them to take action, very similar to the murders that have led to the Black Lives Matter movement in the world today. So we're going to be looking and examining those two major events, World War II and the murder of Emmett Till, with some videos and readings today. Make sure you answer the questions, watch the videos, and hopefully this helps you understand why it is that the civil rights movement happened when it did and not earlier or later. So hopefully you enjoyed the lesson. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.